This is Philip Evans, former student at Miskatonic Medical University. For some time I've been hypothesizing a new surgical technique. I believe I can successfully graft both the pituitary gland and testicles of one patient to the hypothalamus and genitalia of another. I've chosen to operate on a stray dog that I've been looking after. I named the dog Sharik. I went to check on the patient this morning and found, to my horror, that this seemingly simple surgery has turned Sharik into a man. He even looked up at me and smiled, waggling like a dog would. This result is beyond my wildest imagination. I've decided to read to the patient in order to expand his vocabulary and hopefully teach him English. Under my guidance, he will learn to become truly human. Today I discovered Polygraph Sherikov, as he is so fond of calling himself, destroying one of my notebooks. Sherikov can now effectively communicate in English, but chooses to mostly speak in profanities. I considered reversing the operation, but for the sake of science, I believe we must endure this beastly man and observe his behavior. This morning, Sherikov went mad, chasing a non-existent cat around the house and into the bathroom. I had absolutely no idea what he was doing until he shouted, "I'll kill you, you bastard cat." I insisted that there was no such cat, but he wouldn't come out of the bathroom. Somehow, in the struggle, he managed to turn a faucet on, which started flooding the entire bathroom. When I finally got the door open, Sherikov was nowhere to be seen. He'd escaped out the window to God knows where. I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. I received a very sharp knock at my door this afternoon. When I answered the door, I found Sherikov dressed in some sort of makeshift uniform. He asked me if I had any unwanted varmints in my home, to which I starkly replied, not for a few days. He told me that he had gotten a job as an animal control officer, which I seriously doubted after seeing his name tag. He asked me to accompany him outside, which I did. Sherikov led me to his animal control truck, which he had somehow learned to drive, and opened the bed. What I saw was one of the most horrible fetid things I have ever experienced. A horrible, rotting pile of dead cats. This experiment of mine has been a complete failure. Sherikov and I had a lovely walk this morning. I'd say we walked a good 5 miles. He was in a terrific mood and took a long nap after we got back. Sometimes I wonder if he has any memory of his humanity, but I'm too scared to ask him, just in case he responds.